So let's do more games. Today we will start the Brat versus X8 series that he sent me a long time ago. These took place 2009 as it says. So hop right into it. Talk about the players. Brat, always probably the best, one of the best RM players. X8, very good 1v1 player. I used to play him a lot back in the day. I found him to be particularly hard to beat because he always did things. He was very consistent with the way he played. Brat, although not always consistent, is very good at doing crazy strategies. He's very good at thinking the game out or planning things, as you'll see through this series. He never does the same thing, he changes it up all the time. He doesn't always necessarily just T2 rush. I think that's why he does so well in this series. So, 2 nerfs for each player. There's actually 4 on the map, Brat's got 4. Pure X8's only got the 2. There's 1. Another 1. So, as you always do, Brat's gone about 6 on food, and now he's getting the early carbon. The early carbon's important, because it's going to build up while you collect all your food to T2. And by the time you want a T2, you should have enough to start your troop center and a power core. So once he's eaten all these nerfs, I'm going to get onto the dewback. I think there's only the one, is there? No, the second one here. And 3 AOPs. Brat will probably just skip the AOPs and eat the dewbacks and then farm. Like say it has 4 EOPs, he's eating those. That's pretty worth it. And now he's farming as well. Just a little bit earlier than Brat, but Brat is Rebels, which means he gets that sweet farm advantage. In GB, Rontos used to be so hard to kill with large attack. Wind with the knowledge. So just pretty standard game. There's not much to say about this really. Just each player needs to build up their farms to get to 500 food, because there's not quite enough food just to get there without farming. That should be enough farms really, and then time to save up for the troop center. Because Brat's even got the 200 here. He must have stolen one of the bounties. X8 getting his troop center maybe a little bit prematurely. I don't know. He is eating the AOPs, so maybe he has got enough, yeah. Brat's at 500. He's going to attack in a second. There's a building there for the building row. So as you can see, he's just walling out his base. And he's very clever when he plays like rush games. He always pre-walls it. That's one of the advantages, though he doesn't do it here. But we're starting with 1 prefab shelter. 1, you don't clog up your farming space, and 2, you can sort of plan it out and put it somewhere much better. You see Brat with a light wall. Though it's not the strongest wall, it does delay and lets you reposition your troops to the farm. So Brat's left a trooper here just to scout, see if anything's coming. But he might have just accidentally left it. We never know with Brat. Let's try a wall here. It looks like a caught a trooper. Just the first rallied one. X8 builds a turret in this little blind spot behind the carbon, which is really good. It's really disruptive. Brat, instead of taking this carbon and this carbon, he just goes straight there. I don't know if that was just out of sheer panic or he just didn't want to walk the distance over there. And there's the trooper production. I mean, he did just hemorrhage carbon on a third troop center. And yeah, it deletes prefab shelter to try and knock this down. In hindsight, I would say X8 should have just walled that immediately and then garrisoned. And now Brat's going to, well, he's sitting in the middle just now, try to intercept troops, but he should be counter-attacking. War Center from X8, he's on Aura as well. He's just making sure he goes 25. For the mech factory, there it is. He's trying to tack up, which I don't like, but seeing as how long it's going to take and how much troops are in his face. That's a lot of troops, even though Brat's not fucking microing them. So Brat has just seen the mech factory and decided he's going to snipe the power core, which is a big deal. So even if he techs up, like now, can't counter this attack. It does just seem like a bad decision to try and T3 in the face of this. I think X8 would be better, just try to take small little leads with putting the turret there. I don't think the two strategies have fed into each other well. See, he tries to take this carbon, but Brat arrives here. So this is the best way to troop, is to just work out where they're going to get their carbon and try to cut them off, if you ever get them in this situation, where they've just got one turret. He does somehow sneak out here and get carbon on this spot. And the second mech factory and power core over here. I don't think it's going to do much good. As Brat, seeing this, is just going to corner this location and make sure no strike mechs can get out. Start shooting the power core. There's a second big group of troopers. Starts to go Nova himself, transition. He's up to 48 workers. X8 has 29 workers. I mean, say even if X8 cleaned up all these troops, do you really think he'd be able to kill 20 workers in all the time it would take Brat to stack up? It's just so completely over. I mean, Brat can even shoot the command center. He's got plus attack, plus armor. And then he can just throw a few troops each time to do damage to these strike mechs. All the while, these workers are wasting carbon and ore. They're not mining. All he has is this. He's not getting any food anywhere. There's no nursery. And there we go. End of the game.